What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel on this very, very windy New England day. About 45 degrees out. Real feel is about 10 degrees lower than that, so about 35, because there are sustained, which I'm sure you'll hear on the mic. Hopefully it's not too bad. These mics do a pretty good job of cutting out the wind, but there's sustained 20 to 30 mile an hour winds right now, and gusts upwards of as you can see, 40, almost reaching 50 mile an hour gusts. So this should be interesting. Continuing on with the Villages series, pretty cold out. I've had to fix, I came out this morning, it's been so windy, this bottom part, I know it gets cut off, but this right side, it comes out like this. This thing it's been so windy out here. I came out this morning and fixed it once. It got pushed and got bent. That arm that came out got bent all the way in. That big gust kind of did it again. And then right before I came out, about 10-15 minutes ago, it already did it again and had to fix it. So needless to say, very strong winds right now that are pushing around some pretty stationary objects. So hopefully nothing gets blown over or disrupted while we're trying to play this. But continuing on with the Villages series, kind of reminiscent of when I was there 2 trips ago when I was doing some hurricane golf. But gonna do some Villages courses today. We'll see how long it lasts. Pretty cold out. Had to kind of bundle up to compensate for the conditions out here. But for this video, we are doing Gray Fox. This is a level 4 executive course within the Villages, located at 5674 Hummingbird Lane. Haven't played this one, but usually my rotation for Villages courses when I come out is an executive course, kind of to warm up. Usually it's a mainly par 3 course. This one had a pretty abbreviated warm up before, starting off with a par 4, so it should be interesting. But usually do an executive warm up, 2 championships in the middle, and then an executive to finish it. I don't know if I'll be out here quite that long to get that many done, but we shall see. Again, hopefully the mic and the wind noise isn't too brutal, but we're gonna go with it and see what happens. Maybe a tree will fall down or something and catch something on camera. But real quick for the rundown, again, I've been mentioning it. I mention it in every single video, but I've been mentioning it as of late. Everything is linked down below in the description, so it would really help me out, and I would appreciate it if you guys would check out those Amazon affiliate links down below. But Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, basically the brains of the operation. Country Club Elite mat. Callaway Superfast ball that I've been using for the past couple rounds. I think it's on its way out. This thing may end up cracking with the colder temperature, but I got 2 brand new ones over there. DIY stance mat, 10x7 nets, and home tee here you're seeing within the Garmin Golf app. So without further ado, level 4 executive, which means it's the most challenging. The executives range from levels 1 to 4, so this being a 4, we're starting off with a par 4 on top of that. So we'll see how this goes. First hole, par 4, 374. Let's just see. Definitely wasn't swinging very quick on my warm-up. I did, like I said, pretty abbreviated warm-up, just trying to loosen up a little bit. Definitely was seeing shots. Some shots were real short. Didn't hit some super great, but I'm expecting to see anywhere, probably starting off here, 5 to 10 yards lower across the bag for stock distances. We'll see. I feel like I'm gonna have to probably hit one pretty good and pretty solid to get my true stock yardage, so I'm gonna keep that in mind as I'm making some club selections going on with the approach shots and par 3s. But driver to start it off. Let's see what we can do here. All right, not terrible. Kind of a low line drive up the left. Should be enough to get the fairway. It wasn't hit terribly, but that definitely wasn't super quick. Yeah, 236 into the rough. I think that may be kind of what we're dealing with today. But as long as we can put up a halfway decent score, nothing blows over and breaks, or a tree falls on top of me, knock on wood, it'll be all right. So second shot, unfortunately we're in the rough, 138 down 1, 10%, we'll call it 14. So 137, 147, 151. Going full 9. Usually been playing this to about 155. Probably expect closer to 150 right now. And try to remember, I've been seeing videos and you watch the people on course. Generally, I go through, just scrolling through my phone and stuff, seeing TikTok videos and how to help golf videos and whatnot. Obviously, my algorithm is probably pretty similar to yours out there with a bunch of golf stuff, but you'll see, generally speaking, a lot of amateurs just kind of get their grip and walk up to the ball and kind of hit it. You'll see a lot of pros actually line up their club face first and then adjust their body according to that. So I'm going to try my best. I'll probably forget sometimes, but to line up where I want the club face to be, and then adjust my body from there. But just a little bit of a tweak there from what I have been doing in the past. But let's see, 9-iron here. Oh, that was kind of what I was seeing before warming up. That was very thin. At least it was straight. I think it'll be on the green. Well, that's a par. That's one way to start it. Pretty horrendous 9-iron, but we are off. Just checking stuff over here. I'm half expecting the camera to fall over or something not to work out here, but we'll see. Second hole, par 3, even through 167, so we got water to contend with again. This is kind of a longer par 3. I've just been going in alphabetical order through these lists. Seems like we got a little bit unlucky given the conditions right now, but 167, so I'm gonna go 8-iron. Hopefully make some better contact than I did on that 9-iron. All right, that was hit much better. Not very quick, but that should be enough to get there. Looks like it's fading a little bit. That was dead center of the club face. Wow. Well, we got it there, but faded too much. I was dealing with that last time I came out here too. +3, it's gonna be a bogey, unfortunately. I don't feel like I'm coming across the ball that much. Could again be a little bit of an alignment issue, but maybe it's just the swing as of late. Garmin has a lot of these shots fading when I either have them straighter, less of a fade, or even sometimes going left, and Garmin reads them right. But it is what it is. 1 over through 2. Third hole, par 3, 200. Oh boy, this was not the best course to start off with. Go 6-iron, I guess. Debating 5, but I've been playing that 5 closer to like 210, 215, which is gonna be too much. So I guess we're gonna go 6. I don't know if this is gonna quite get there, but closer to a 6 than it is a 5. So that's the plan. Hit decent, came across it though, so it's gonna fade again. I like the lining up the club face, but I guess I gotta align my body more towards a draw setup. Those were 2 decent fades, considering those faded probably, what, 10, 20 yards on those last 2. Would have been even more in real life. Not super unpleased with the contact of that 8-iron and then just that 6-iron, but we gotta straighten things out a little bit here. In the bunker, let's see if we can get up and down for par, get inside the inner circle. 20 yards, 20%, so that's gonna be at least 4 yards. So we're looking at 25-ish. Gonna go 56. Days like this, being all bundled up and whatnot, can't be super picky with some of the shots I have, but all right. Thin, pulled it a little bit left. That's probably gonna be on the longer, ooh, checked up and landed soft. I was gonna say that was gonna be on the longer side, but that came out real soft. Well, another bogey. Kind of one of those days, like I've been saying. Expectations are not very high, to say the least, but sometimes that comes to my benefit. But a day like this with the conditions, you kind of just come out, you're happy that you're playing in the first place, and you kind of take what you get score-wise and swing-wise. So Fourth hole, par 3, 188. Man, this is one of the longest executive courses I've played. So, we'll call it 190. Another in-between number. I mean, call it 190. It's 188, but we're gonna go 7 iron. I don't know if I'm gonna get this there, but considering that 6 iron I made decent contact with, it's been right around a 200 club. It's gonna be too much, so we're gonna go 7. See if I can strain this out a little bit. Shut down my stance just a tad. Good contact again, but still feel like came across it a little bit. It's fading. We'll see if it catches the green. Man, we are getting unlucky with some of these. That was right outside. Again, decent contact, just too much side spin on that. Another +3. If we had an extra yard or two on that, we would have been inside the inner circle. So 3 bogeys now. I think we're up to 3 over. All right, 3 over through 4, 5th hole, par 3, 172, down 1. So these in-between club selections don't help. Guess I'm gonna go 7. I don't think I can get the 8 there. Alright, that was thin and pulled left. That may end up being wet. It's coming back though. See, even that, like, it was thin and it came out low, which is accurate, but for that, I had that starting left and staying left. Garmin had that fading back, so next time it's warmer out and I have time to adjust things, maybe I need to just tweak maybe where the R10 is. Just literally, it could be down to a degree or 2 or a fraction of an inch one way or the other, just the way it's lined up, and or fix my swing on top of it. But we'll take the par. 6th hole, par 3, 210, up 1. So I'm gonna go 5 iron. We need 211 here. Very heavy. That's gonna be short. Go, get a massive bounce. Go, 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 go. That's a very generous bounce. All right, that kind of evened out from the first couple. That one should have been, how fat I hit that, should have been well short, and that thing rolled out a ton to get onto the green. So, like I say, across 9 holes you'll get lucky and unlucky ones, but definitely across 18 holes, the unlucky and the lucky kind of even itself out. That was for sure on the generous side though. All right. Sticking at 3 over, 7th hole, par 3, 192, down 1. We'll go 6 iron. Only 2 tee box options here, 2 men's and women's, but this is for sure. I can't remember a longer executive course that I played back here or in real life. These are some longer distances here for the executive style courses. That was partially off the Hosel. That's about 50 yards right into the trees. That was horrendous. We got work to do. Looks like we're clear though, so we have a shot at this. 52 yards, we're in the rough, so another 5. We need 57. It's gonna be an approach wedge, so let's see if I can dial up right around 55, 60 with this. Scold it, thin and left. We'll see if we get lucky. Nope. Is that a double? Yikes. Well, if you guys like seeing me struggle out here on some not so great rounds, today could be a good one for that. 5 over. This is a par 3 course. We're 5 over through 7. 8th hole, par 3, 166. Gonna go 8 iron. Alright, that was struck a little bit better. I have that one straight and drawing, and that one it is. So good read from the Garmin there. Better strike. That's more like it. Or was that the first 7 holes? I didn't mention at the beginning, usually this would be a day that I wouldn't even come out here, but we had torrential rains the past few days with a ton of flooding, and then there's a good amount of rain still coming over the next week or so, so this looks like one of the drier days upcoming that I could get out here, so kind of is what it is. Got to pick and choose which days I get out here. On to the 9th and final hole. We're 5 over through 8, 9th hole, par 3, finally a shorter one. This is usually more in line with what you see throughout the holes. Something in between really 100 and 160, but all those other ones were longer. Kind of jumped right into it. 131, so we're just going pitch and wedge. Let's see if we can get a decent strike here to finish this. Decent strike, but I hung back on it and popped it up. Be front side, hopefully. Just barely. Day like this, can't be afforded doing that. That was 10 yards, almost 15 yards short of what I'm used to hitting with that, but on top of being bundled up, cold weather, and you pop it up like that. All right, let's take a look at this abysmal round in my books for a par 3 course, but from Gray Fox Executive Course, again level 4, located in the Villages, we ended up with a 5 over 33. So 0 out of 1 fairways. We had that one drive on the first hole, didn't hit the fairway. It was only what, 230 that I hit it. Not great. Somehow we hit 7 out of 9 degrees of regulation. Don't know how we did that, but 21 putts, that's a good amount. That's well over 2 putts a hole, so we want to be aiming towards 1.5, if not just shy of that, but not great. That's what happens when you don't hit things very good and you rack up those plus 3s. But yeah, not a whole lot of great on there. 3 bogeys, 1 double, the rest were pars. So it is what it is. Not exactly the best warm-up round to start things off here today, but I'm gonna reload things here, pull up 1 or 2 championships. We'll see how far I get after those, depending on how I play. But looks like, for at least for the time being, we had that really big gust at the beginning of this 10-15 minutes ago when I started it. Winds seem to die down just a little bit, but may get starting to pick up again. We'll see. But like I always leave you guys, again, check out those links down below, the Amazon links. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe share the video, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys at the next course.